Today I want to talk about why learning leadership skills is so important in life. By learning to be a leader, right? We are inspiring others to achieve greatness. We are leading people on the right path. It could be the wrong path depending on what kind of leader you are. But a good leader, right? One that people respect, one that people look up to, are the ones who are calm, respected, who make big decisions, who care for the people around them. A great leader is one who works well in teams. A great leader is one who is able to make the tough decisions. You know? And you don't have to be a military strategist or some sort of general in the army to be a leader. There are so many leaders in today's society, and you can easily become one too. It's just a matter of you learning and, practicing how to be an effective leader. Examples of other leaders could be teachers. It could be a mother. It could be a father. It could be a personal trainer at a gym. And being a leader doesn't necessarily mean rank. You could be the same as everyone else and you could still be a leader. You could lead. You could lead people to a place. You could create a group with your friends online, like a WhatsApp group or something, about you're planning something. Hey guys, let's go on a trip to Italy next month, and you're creating the itinerary, you're doing all these things, right? You are taking action, and everyone else follows. Everyone else is also taking action, but it takes initiative of the leader to take action first in order for things to go in motion, right? That's a good way to practice. Another way to practice is to, if you're in school, if you're a student, maybe, start a study club, create a study group with some of your classmates where you're able to study in the library or something like that. Take action, take the initiative, right? Because a lot of people would appreciate that. Maybe some people always wanted to do that, start a study group, but they were too hesitant to do it. But then you were able to actually create that group for everyone, and everyone will be really happy about that. But as a leader, I think that we shouldn't worry too much about controlling the outcome, right? Because sometimes the outcome is inevitable. We can't be a leader and expect people to follow you, right? If you say that you're a great leader, not everyone is going to follow you, right? Because everyone has different perspectives. Everyone has different viewpoints about certain things. So maybe only a certain few people will inspire to be like you. And the thing is, being a leader, you don't even intentionally have to be a leader. You just have to live life with quality. If you're a gym guy, you go to the gym a lot and you're looking fit, your physique is on point, you are a leader to like the younger generation. The younger kids are going to see that. Like, I want to be just like this guy. I want to be fit. I want to have a six-pack. I want to have big arms. I want to have a big chest. And you're not even like intentionally being a leader. You're not actually leading these people. But when people see you, people see that body that you work so hard for, that is inspiration to them. And then when you talk to those types of people, they will be more inclined to listen to you. They'll be more inclined to take your advice. They will respect you more. And naturally, you just are then able to just lead because you already have a confidence about yourself. You already know that you're doing something right. You already know that you're doing something right because people are getting magnetized towards you. They're asking you for advice. They're asking you for information. Someone who dresses really well, wears like a nice fitted suit or whatever, or just has a nice sense of style. In a way, you're also being a leader too, because other people are seeing that. They see that you dress well. They see that you care about your appearance. that can create a sense of a magnetic energy towards you as well, and people will be more inclined to listen to you and take your advice. Not even that, even the way you speak. If you're able to speak assertively, if you're able to speak with control, if you're able to pause at the end of every sentence, if you're able to maintain eye contact with people, if you're able to create gestures while you're speaking, you could not have a job. You could not have some sort of high rank in some corporation. But if you have those particular skill sets, people will see you as a leader. People will see that, oh, this guy has some funk about him. This guy, it seems like he knows how life is. Like he's very confident. He knows what's good. So people will be more inclined to follow you. There's so many different ways to be a leader, and I think that every single person on this planet has leadership characteristics. If you are very knowledgeable about a certain topic, whether it's learning how to do plumbing or anime or I don't know, other stuff like cars, if you're a car enthusiast, you have the opportunity to apply your leadership because you have knowledge that you're able to share with people. And being a leader, has its perks as well. It's good and bad. It can be bad in the sense that you may have a lot of responsibility on your hands, and you may lead people to the wrong path. People may look up to you way too much. People may overpraise you because you are some sort of leader. Or on the other hand, on the good side, people will grow with you. People will become better individuals, People will appreciate the fact that, you are providing a service to society. You're providing knowledge. You're providing something to give people inspiration to become better. And that's what I'm saying. Like, leaders are everywhere. Leaders are in every single part of this world. And being a leader is also really good too, because you gain also a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction when you see people who are following you achieve greatness. When you see people in the financial sector doing really well because they took your advice, or if you see some people who are becoming mentally stronger or better because you gave them advice, or they see that you have been hitting the gym all the time, they see that you have been through a hard place in your life. Because all great leaders have been through hell. A lot of great leaders have been through struggle, have been through pain, have been through life experience. So they're able to get out of that. And when people who are in the same situation as them, they can relate to those people who have gone out of the dump, who have gone out of the darkness. Those people can relate. When you see people who are in prison, who have been there for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they're finally getting out of jail, right? That person has become an inspiration, if they're gonna change their ways, if they became a very religious and pious person, or if they completely eradicated the world of crime and they started their own business. That is inspiration for other prisoners who hear about that. But I want to be just like this guy. This guy is doing something right, and in that way, you're unintentionally being a leader, and you don't even realize it. You're changing your life for the better, and you're inspiring other people around you who have been in that same situation as you. I think people appreciate, other people who have just been through places that seem impossible to get out of, whether it be poverty or severe depression or drug addictions or even other forms of addictions, and they're able to get out of that and talk about it to the public. Bro, that gives people inspiration, man. It really does. And you don't realize it, but you can really make a difference in someone's life. Whether it's just one person, you can really make a difference in someone's life just by talking to people, just by telling people about your experiences. You can really change people's lives, man. I'm telling you. They may not even say it to your face then and there, but maybe 5-10 years down the road, they'll remember what you said to them. They'll remember what you did for them, and even if you didn't do anything for them, the fact that you changed their life may have inspired them to get better and to elevate on another level. If that makes any sense. I look at my father as inspiration as well. My father, and even my mother too. They work hard throughout their entire lives. They're highly educated, right? Thank God. They're able to give us a house. They're able to give us food on the table. They're able to buy us presents on our birthdays. They're able to do all of these things because they were able to work to support us, to give me and my brother a happy life. And no matter, I will never be able to owe back my parents for what they've done for me. It'll never be on that same level. But I see my parents as inspiration as well, in a certain sense. Even though I don't aspire to follow their career paths, or I don't believe everything. I don't agree with everything that they have to say, but I do respect them. I respect them because in a way they have taught me right from wrong throughout my life. They have guided me. They have given me consequences for certain actions that I shouldn't have done. Because they care. A leader cares. A leader cares about other people. If a leader cares about himself, who he wants to improve himself, he tries to get better. A lot of the times, because he's able to have discipline to take care of his diet, of his physicality, then in a way he also wants others to do the same. Not all the time. Some people only just care about themselves, but sometimes, when you work on yourself, you have the urge to give back to others as well, because you want them to be on the same level as you. You want to help others and inspire others. When you see religious leaders, right, giving charity, or people who are just donating, in a way you're also being a leader. You're taking charge. You're taking charge of your life by trying to help people who are poverty stricken, who have been through war-torn countries, orphans, people who have lost family members and all that stuff. And you're donating money to help the cause. In a way, you're also being a leader because you're inspiring others. If someone hears about some charity that you did, they will be inspired to do the same thing, right? And yeah, man, it's very important to take charge of your life and do things that are the right thing to do, because that is a true path to for everyone to level up and get better in life, and to make this community a better place, is for everyone to be a leader, right? And obviously, if there are like 100 leaders in a room, maybe all of them would have different perspectives, right? Because 100 leaders may not all the time agree with one another, and they may have quarrels and disagreements and stuff like that. Look at the world leaders around the world, the Prime Minister, the Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin and stuff like that. They have a lot of power. They're political leaders. But I also believe that they also respect each other because of the power that they have, and they have influence. They have influence amongst many people, right? So what I can say is that not all leaders are good in a sense. Some leaders are they're power hungry. They're some of the things that they say are inappropriate online, stuff like that. But the average person can still be a very good leader and a genuine person and a genuine leader. You don't need to have so much money. You don't need to have so much popularity to be a very, very good leader. You don't even need to have all those resources. You don't need to take like online courses on how to become an effective leader, pay like $300-$400 for all these courses, and go to these seminars and stuff that teach you how to be a leader. Those are good to do, but all it takes, man, is for you to believe in yourself, have some confidence in yourself, work, do something right, do some action that is the right thing to do, right? That other people will feel inspired to do, right? If you're gonna start an online business, even if it fails, or whether it's successful or fails, you're still doing something that's different, and you're still doing something that's right. You may inspire a friend of yours or a family member of yours, right?